Okay, let's unpack this. We've got a document right here that's taking a pretty close look at, well, a specific piece of the digital ad world, Naver Display Ads. So our mission really for this deep dive is to quickly go through this source, figure out what these ads actually are, where you see them pop up.
Right.
Explore the different types, the formats they use, and get a handle on the main benefits the document highlights.
Yeah.
The idea is for you to walk away with a really clear picture pretty quickly.
And the context here, I think, is really about understanding a specific ad solution laid out in this document. It's, how this platform uses tech, like real-time bidding.
OP.
And it's big reach to allow for some really precise targeting and placement, all aimed at helping businesses hit their marketing goals.
Perfect. Okay, so let's jump right into the definition the source gives. It calls Naver Display Ad a real-time bidding, that's the RTB-based display ad solution. And it's designed, it says, for precise targeting. And the document, it tells us right away where you'll actually run into these ads.
That's right. The material points to them being, pretty prominent across Naver's mobile and desktop main pages.
Okay.
But importantly, it's not just there. They also appear within Naver's main services and their various related family services. And there was a detail that jumped out under the image banner type. It mentioned placement on external performance network media, too.
Oh, interesting. So the reach could actually go, well, beyond just the main Naver sites.
Okay.
Now, moving from where to what they look like, the document outlines several different types of these Naver Display Ads.
Yeah, each with its own sort of style and placement.
First up is the image banner. What's the story there?
Well, the image banner, let the name suggests, allows for lots of different creative approaches, visuals, basically.
Right.
And as we mentioned, the placement is broad, Naver main page, key services, family media, and those external networks we just talked about. Its purpose, according to this document, is really about effectively boosting brand awareness, getting eyeballs on the brand.
And delivering those visual messages with some punch.
Exactly. Impactful visuals.
So sort of your classic banner idea, but with that really wide potential reach you mentioned. Okay, what's next?
After that, we have something called Smart Channel.
The Smart Channel.
Yeah. And the key thing here, based on the source, is its placement. It's described as premium.
Premium how?
These ads appear in the top sections of major Naver services. Think the mobile homepage, news sections, entertainment, sports, right at the top.
High visibility.
Right. The advantage noted is that this prime spot is specifically for, well, effective message communication, getting seen.
Prime real estate for grabbing attention. Got it. And then there are native banner ads. How are they different?
Well, what's interesting about native banners from this description is their main feature. They're designed to seamlessly kind of blend into the content around them.
Blend it.
Yeah, on Naver's main page and within key services. They basically try to mimic the look and feel of the other content in the feed.
Okay.
Typically, it says they're made up of an image, some text, and a call to action button, a CTA.
Yeah.
And the goal, by fitting in so smoothly, is apparently to boost advertising efficiency, make it feel less intrusive.
So they look more like they belong there.
Huh.
That strategy makes sense for efficiency, yeah. Less ad fatigue, maybe. How about feed ads? Where do they fit in?
Feed ads, well, they show up directly inside content feeds.
Like scrolling through your phone.
Exactly. Like the Naver mobile search home or in those recommended subscription areas, and even within community platforms like Naver cafes and Band.
Okay.
The format often uses larger images and text together. And like the native ones, their function is about smooth integration, just delivering the message effectively right there in the user's flow.
Seems like a running theme. Putting ads right where people are already looking, but trying to make it feel natural.
Yeah, integration seems key for several types.
The document also lists video ads. Does it break down the formats?
It does, yeah. It mentions two main types of video ads. First, there are in-stream ads.
In-stream?
Yeah, these play naturally while you're actually watching other video content, like on Naver TV or within their sports services.
So like a pre-roll or mid-roll ad?
Kind of like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Displayed within the video player experience. And then second, there are outstream ads.
Oh, it's strange.
These combine video with text, and they appear on Naver's mobile pages and other key media pages. So it's like adding a video element alongside other page content, not necessarily inside another video.
Got it. So one inside the video stream, the other bringing video to other types of pages.
Yeah.
Clear difference. Okay, what about communication ads? That sounds interactive.
Well, communication ads are described as targeting users who are already engaging with specific themed content.
Okay.
They use an image and text, and they're designed to blend into that specific content experience. The benefit highlighted here is enhancing engagement without interrupting the user's flow too much.
Again, with the blending in, fitting the context.
Exactly. That seems to be a core idea.
Right. Now, for businesses maybe more focused on sales, there are shopping dynamic ads. How do those work with data?
This is where the personalization really comes in, according to the document. Shopping dynamic ads use a store's product information.
Like their catalog?
Yeah, their product or service info,
Yeah.
and combines it with user behavior data from across Naver.
Browsing history, things like that.
Presumably, yes, user behavior data. And it uses this combination to dynamically create and show personalized ads.
Tailored on the fly.
Pretty much. The document notes these can be run as a catalog sales campaign right within the platform. And the big aim is optimizing conversion rates by showing people products they're, likely to be interested in based on their activity.
Personalized ads driving sales. Makes sense. And finally, there are shopping news ads.
Yeah, shopping news ads have really specific placements tied directly to the shopping parts of Naver.
Like where?
The Naver shopping tab, the shopping homepage, search results within shopping, and even on cart pages.
Right in the middle of the buying journey.
Exactly. Their job is to promote things like store updates, discounts, or special offers directly in that shopping context.
Okay.
The document does add one specific note here. They're currently in beta
Oh, okay.
and specifically available for Naver Smart Store businesses running under a shopping promotion campaign type.
Good detail. So still maybe rolling out or being tested.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered the basic definition, where they show up, and this wide range of formats. You've got banners, premium spots, ads that blend in, video, highly personalized shopping ads.
It's quite a mix.
Definitely. The document then kind of shifts gears to summarize the overall advantages of using Naver Display Ads. First one listed is precision targeting.
And this advantage, the source says, is built on, a pretty solid foundation, using Naver's huge pool of data for really effective audience segmentation. That deep access to user behavior, demographics, it's presented as the key driver for that targeting accuracy.
It's the data that makes the precision possible. And then wide exposure feels like the other side of that coin, right? Getting the message out broadly after you've targeted.
Exactly. The document circles back to the placements we discussed. Main page, key services, family services, and those external networks.
So you can target precisely, but also reach widely if needed.
That seems to be the idea. You combine broad potential reach with that ability to zero in.
Then there's flexible ad formats, which we just spent a lot of time on. The document lists this as a plus, supporting images, text, video.
Allowing businesses to choose the best format for their message, their goal, or, where the ad is showing up.
Makes sense. And the RTB, the real-time bidding aspect we started with, comes back as another key advantage.
Yeah, the document highlights that using RTB allows for more budget-efficient campaigns.
How so?
Well, it facilitates performance-driven strategies. Businesses can bid dynamically based on how valuable they think a particular ad impression might be in real time.
So potentially paying less for less valuable spots and more for key ones.
That's the principle, yeah. Budget efficiency and performance focus.
Which I guess leads logically to the final advantage listed, aiming for high conversion rates.
Right. And the source ties this directly back to everything else we've discussed. The personalized creatives, leveraging that behavioral data. It means the ads are potentially more relevant, more impactful, and that should, in theory, lead to better conversion performance.
Okay, so pulling all this together then, we have the definition, this huge variety of placements and formats, standard banners, top-tier spots, integrated native and feed ads, dynamic shopping ads tailored to the user.
All running on Naver's data and that RTB system.
So what's the big picture? What does this document tell us about Naver Display Ads overall?
Well, if you synthesize what the document presents, Naver Display Ad comes across as a really comprehensive and, frankly, powerful digital advertising tool. It's positioned as something designed to maximize marketing performance, offering tools, whether your goal is building brand awareness way up here,
Right.
or acquiring specific customer types, or really drilling down to drive sales growth down here. It's presented as a diverse toolkit for connecting with users across that whole Naver ecosystem, and maybe even a bit beyond.
It definitely paints a picture of a platform trying to cover all the bases, you know, adapting the ad type depending on where the user is, what they're doing.
Yeah, you see ads blending in, ads designed to stand out, ads created on the fly based on your data.
All tapping into that central Naver data engine.
Which, thinking about it, raises kind of an interesting final thought.
Yeah, go on. Considering just how many different types of ads are described here, from the ones designed to almost disappear into the content to the really prominent ones or those dynamic ones reacting to your behavior. And thinking about how deeply they seem to be woven into all these different Naver services.
Yeah.
How might this kind of really comprehensive integrated approach change things? Not just, how businesses advertise inside an ecosystem like Naver,
Right.
but also how it fundamentally shapes your experience as a user, how you browse, how you consume content, even how you shop on a platform like that.